Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Swift. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 4. A handoff to Mixon. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing Jones. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, Bills. Nick bought him. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. on third down. Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Choose the mic. I'm scared. Mic 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
Running left, it's Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Here's Locke. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do?
That he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down, and they go with Swift again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
We got this.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run right here with Swift. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 20. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Charlie Werner in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Four seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mixon will get it to start the 2nd half. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll run with Mixon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Mixon running right, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Mixon will try the right side. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Mixon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's bring it. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Working with his 2nd and 4. A handoff to Mixon, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Clock now to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On play action, Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Jones steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 76 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And Luck throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a give, right side. Mixon. Good footwork at the 30. And he's got some space here. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. 181 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch 2. Watch the out. Watch the out. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Deuce.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Runs over him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now. 2nd and 2. A handoff running left. Mixon. And he's got room. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 7-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the Patriots